Well, hey there. I hope everybody's doing well and having a great week so far. I haven't been on here much lately. I haven't had anything to talk about, not even skating, which has kind of been my primary subject recently. And the videos that I've been doing, I've been putting in my skating playlist. So, hopefully that fan's not blowing into the microphone. It's hot as heck right now and bright. The sun is like super bright. Even though I'm indoors, I've got my sunglasses on. I ain't got any makeup on either, so, I just figure throw them sunglasses on, not scare everybody. So, yeah, today was rather eventful as far as something I wasn't expecting. Yesterday, we had really high winds again. So much so that, luckily my structure did not blow over or anything outside, but the material, the shade material that I have on the top of it, the wind was so strong that it basically broke off all of the little zip ties that I had along one side of it to hold that fabric on. So now that fabric's just kind of blowing in the wind because there's no zip ties holding it down. They all just popped right off because it got crazy. But that wasn't the only thing that popped off. Apparently, part of my roof did too. I kept hearing all this loud noise. I didn't know what in the heck it was. And then my landlady told me today, she said that, the guy was coming to fix the roof. I was like, oh, maybe that's what I was hearing. I didn't see any roof bits, but I guess they must have like blown over into that yard area that's like behind where I live, because it was on this side of the house where it happened. So they just finished up that a few minutes ago. So yeah, I didn't know I was going to be dealing with that today. But other than that, I've done laundry today finally, because every day the weather has been kind of uncertain. And when you live in a place where everybody hangs their clothes out to dry because it's hot weather and nobody uses dryers, you got to do your laundry when it's a nice day. So I was able to get my laundry done today finally. So I was really happy about that because I needed to badly. And I've been on the search trying to find some place to skate besides where I've been skating. That place is still there and I can still skate there for now, but I just really want to be able to expand myself a little bit. And when I tried the other day, I went up there and I was like, okay, I'm going to try again to skate on that concrete, the big area where the people are driving through there and stuff. It's such a huge space. But I tried it. Pardon me. I put on my 78A wheels, the ones that are made for that surface. And as soon as I started to go, my wheels were catching in these little dugout places and stuff. It was just, I said, no, no, this is just not going to work. At least not until I'm more experienced. An experienced skater can absolutely skate on that surface over there with no problem whatsoever. They would probably go look at that and go, oh my God, this is fantastic. But not me. I'm so not ready for that yet because it's not smooth at all. And I've got to work on my balance better. There's just so many things I've got to work on to be able to skate on something like that. So I'm still looking, I'm still searching for possible places to skate. And it's very frustrating. The other day I did finally, though, I just decided, even though I've got no room in here at all, especially now that I've got this thing up that goes out into the room and takes up even more space in this very small space. I went ahead and put my skates on and practiced doing some balancing and just practiced, little things that I can practice indoors where I don't need a lot of room to practice. Because, like balancing and things like that, you don't really need to be actually skating very much. You just need to practice balancing, on each foot and things like that. So, those are the things I'm going to have to work on, I think, until I find a better place to skate, unless I go up here where I've been skating just to do the, you know, because that's basically all I can do there on the section that is smooth, but yeah, that concrete up there is just too bad, and I just can't do it. I tried. I gave it an effort again, but I panicked and failed. I was like, no, no, I don't want to do this because it's not going to work. At least not yet. So, and then on day before yesterday, we had the super full moon. I had it actually I had an alert set for yesterday because technically it was kind of yesterday, but anyway, we have a super full moon twice this month. And the first one was kind of yesterday, day before. So day before yesterday, I actually went down to the beach again. I was there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't even know how long I was there, waiting for this thing. But I kept looking at the sky going, I'm probably not going to see anything because, of course, the weather, was not the greatest. It wasn't raining, but there was all these clouds in the sky. And I just kept watching and waiting. And I had looked to see what time it was supposed to rise, and that time came and went. I saw nothing, and then I eventually saw something up in the sky, and I could tell it was the moon, but there were so many clouds that you couldn't really see it very well, so I eventually just said forget it, came home. And then last night when I was originally planning to go, it was raining, so I wouldn't have seen anything last night either. So, and then the next one is at the end of the month, because this month we have 2 super full moons. But I don't know if I'll get anything, because I've been trying to get video. I'm trying to make a video for my ASMR channel with some footage of the moon coming up over the ocean and everything, but I have been mistaken on what it is that I'm actually wanting to capture, which I'm not going to capture anytime soon. Because apparently the moon that I'm waiting for is the blood moon, which is this huge orange ball. I mean, it's like gigantic. I've seen it rising up over the ocean since I've lived here. And it is spectacular. It is so incredible. And that's what I've been waiting for. Well, I was looking up some information, and according to what I read, we're not going to have another one of those until 2025. So I've got a while to wait if I want to see that again. So yeah, that's what I've been hoping for, but that's not going to happen. So the closest I'm going to get is seeing a super full moon, which is just going to look like a regular moon, basically, rising up over the ocean. But it's not going to be that gigantic orange ball that, I was really hoping to capture. So, dang it. I'm so disappointed. But at least now I know that that's what it is that I'm actually looking for. So, guess I'll be hopefully looking for that again in 2025. Oh well. So yeah, that's what's been going on here. Not a whole heck of a lot more than that. Offhand, I can't really think of much of anything. Just nothing exciting to tell. Oh, except for one of my hens that I feed. She's been looking for a place to lay her eggs. So I think it was yesterday I went out there because I noticed that she kept like poking around at one of my cat carriers that I have out there, but it was closed up. And she kept pecking around at this thing. But that's the one that I use whenever I take one of the cats up to the vet because it's small enough to fit in my back bike basket to take them up there. But I have larger ones that I wasn't using. So I got one of the larger ones out and I set it up in the area where she's trying to find a place to lay her eggs. Set that up yesterday and put a little towel in there. And she kept going in there. She kept going in it and going in it. And I kept checking, wasn't finding no eggs. Well, today she went in it again. And I came back later. Because basically she was in it and she left and didn't come back. And here's her little egg. This teeny tiny little egg. And she's a very small hen. So this is probably her first round of eggs, which I was reading up on. And according to what I read, most young hens, they're not laying fertile eggs or anything. These are just going to be like, you can eat these eggs. And I also learned, because the eggs that the other hens were leaving me before, when I had other hens that would come over here and they would lay eggs and leave them, and I wasn't sure if they were for me or if they were coming back for them, but they never came back for them. They were brown eggs. And I noticed when she laid this egg, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a white egg. Well, I just learned today because I was looking up information, and it said that you can tell what color eggs they're going to lay by the color of their ears, which I didn't even know that they had ears, but I've always wondered what that little circle was on the side of their head. They've got these little circles on the sides of their head that I guess are their ears. And I've noticed that some of them are kind of a yellowy, like orange color. Pardon me. And some are white. Well, hers is white. So that's why she laid a white egg. Because that's what it said. It said if their ears are white, they'll lay white eggs. If their ears are an orangey kind of a color, or yellowy orange, they're going to lay the brown eggs. So I learned something new today. So I've saved her little egg, and apparently they lay eggs every day. That it I also read, because there were like all these, questions that, people ask about hens and things, and they say, do they get upset if you take their eggs? And they said no. They don't really care whether you take them or not. I mean, if they're wanting to lay eggs to have babies, it said that they will stay with the eggs for like the first 21 hours straight. They will not leave them. They will stay with them. The only time that they'll leave at all is to go eat and use the bathroom. But when she left today, I mean, she was just gone. She hadn't come back. So she never even came back over there. So she's not planning on trying to hatch this egg or anything. But apparently, I guess they lay them every day. And, so she'll probably be back in there tomorrow with another one. And, if she lays another one, I'll take that one too, because more than likely they're not fertile eggs. Because it said the very young ones that are, laying eggs for like the first time and stuff, they're just going to be just regular eggs. So that's pretty cool. So I guess I'll have some eggs, even though they're going to be tiny ones. That's all right. I don't mind. If I get, 4 of them, that'll probably be about, 2 normal size eggs, which, I can definitely use for something. I usually like to make deviled egg sandwiches or something with them. I'm not a big egg eater, but I do like deviled egg sandwiches sometimes, so that's probably what I'll do. But anyway, I've rambled on for nearly 17 minutes, so I guess I'll stop talking, except I do want to say tomorrow is Friday, and I will be doing my live stream, so if you're interested in coming, I'll have that listed on the community page. You can go on there, click on notify me, and you'll get notified when I go live tomorrow night. It'll be my tomorrow night. It'll give you your time and your time zone. So anyway, thank you all so much for being here and for watching and hanging around. Thank you if you're a new subscriber for subscribing and being here. I appreciate it very much. And I look forward to talking to you again really soon, maybe tomorrow with the live stream. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you later.